to your credit, because I want to just get your take overall, Coach Holbrook. I know we're talking about the national title teams, but your career as the head coach at the University of South Carolina from 13 to 17, some highs, some lows, but a ton of great teams and a ton of great players. And again, like you said, I've had the opportunity, I've been blessed enough to speak to a lot of your former players, and they speak extremely highly of you. And again, you take a look at some of those teams you were the head coach of and the guys that came through, and you talk about big leaguers. I mean, look at Clark Schmidt, Will Crow, Adam Hill, Braden Webb, guys that are still doing it right now, in the professional ranks. When you look back on your career at South Carolina, again, it's a point you made earlier that I think is really great for, fans to keep in mind. Because, fans want to win. They're whatever. The standard is the standard, which is great. And it's one of the reasons why I love and many people love Carolina baseball, is because the standard is what it is. But I think sometimes people don't take a second to appreciate just how hard it is to get to Omaha. I mean, it's like you said, everybody's trying to get there. And again, your career at Carolina, there were injuries. There were some great teams, but there were highs, there were lows. When you look back on your career, what are the things that stand out in Columbia? Is there anything you would have changed, done differently? I mean, because again, I know there's more positive memories than negative ones, but things happen. Baseball's a random game. And like, again, to your point earlier, people it's like, you got to appreciate just how hard it is. Like that run from 10 to 12 really needs to be appreciated. I mean, it's just incredible. It'll probably never be done again.
Yeah, no, I don't think it will be. Yeah. You have to be awfully on a special team and a special program for it to happen again. But people ask me about that quite a bit, and honestly, I'm awfully proud of the experience that I got to not only as assistant, but you asked me about being the head coach. We won 40 games a year. I think we went to 2 supers in 5 years. We went to 3 regionals, and one of the years we weren't as good as we should have been. One of my 5 years, it wasn't a typical South Carolina team. And if you say, well, you had to do over again, that year bothered me a lot. But we worked tirelessly to fix it and not let that happen again. And the rest of the teams were very, very talented and good. We had some bad luck happen, and we lost some really, really key players in my last year there. We were preseason top 5 in the country to start the year, and you lose Tyler Johnson and Jordan Montgomery and T.J. Hopkins at that point in time. Went down with a bad back. We lost a core group of our players. All seemed to be all at the same time, and we couldn't quite finish the season the way that we wanted to. But as I look back at the whole picture, I was awfully blessed to have worked there. Awfully blessed to have coached there. Awfully blessed to have some lifelong experiences and friendships with people associated with the University of South Carolina. And and people ask me, sometimes when the fan, you get the question, what happened? Or why didn't you do this? Well, honestly, my answer is I'm awfully proud of what we did. We had some tough circumstances. Sometimes the ball didn't bounce our way. There's a few things here and there that I probably can't say that I would change. But ultimately, awfully proud. We won 40 games a year. We went to 2 super regionals. I guess averaging 40 wins a year is kind of on par with averaging 9 wins a year, probably in football. You could probably say those are close. So
right.
We had some really good, solid teams, and we were on the brink of getting back to the College World Series. But we ran into a hot Oklahoma State team, and we played awfully well at University of North Carolina. They were the number 1 seed in the entire tournament in 2013. But baseball's a tough game. It's you're not going to win them all. And sometimes the good fortune that we had in 2010 and 11 and even 12, we had some unfortunate fortune or some tough fortune. But you know what? It's at the end of the day, my experiences there are nothing but positive, and so many players I love dearly. I love the school dearly, and I wish nothing but the best for the program. It was spent 9 years of my life there, so I was awfully blessed to be a part of the University of South Carolina, and I had a great experience both as a head coach and as assistant coach there. And there might be a few things here and there, but not much I would change. I love the people in Columbia. It's a great fan base. It's fond, very fond memories.